Hi guys, it's Carrie sitting on the terrace here in Siliguri in India, and it's rainy season, so we're catching the time where it's not raining right this minute. Rainy season is sometimes they call it monsoon season because sometimes the rain is really, really bad. So, yeah, hopefully I'm talking loud enough. I've got my camera at the right angle, at the right distance from me, and everything should be good. So today I want to talk a little bit about some of the different cultures that are here in Siliguri and in the northeast of India. There are over 145 cultures and at least 220 different languages and dialects in the area. Here in Siliguri, there's primarily Bengali, since we are in West Bengal, Nepali. There are some of the different tribal groups from Manipur that come up here for studies. So we have Naga, we have Kuki, we have, tell me some more girls, we have
Rongmai,
Rongmai, Langmai, we have
Moyon,
yeah,
Moyon,
Moyon,
Chote,
yeah, Chote. We have different Nepali groups. We have Thapa,
Chetri,
Chetri,
Rai,
Gurung, and there are more, and I don't remember all of them. Each of these different groups of people, they have some of their primary languages, but they each also have their own dialect, and so that makes the language count higher and higher and higher. Alright, I don't know all of the tribes, I don't know all of the languages. In my family, we have Chakma. They're primarily from Mizoram, one of the 7 states in the northeast. We have Kuki, and they're primarily from Manipur. Right? And a lot of my friends and my neighbors and my extended family, they're Nepali. A lot of my friends are Rongmai, and I know those guys are watching. All right. So some of the things that I talk about will pertain to different groups of people. Each of them has slightly different cultures, not just styles of clothing, but also their language is different. Some of their food choices are different. And in a later video, we'll talk more about food and the different foods that we can get around here and what culture those come from. They also have different ideas about family relations, about relationships with boyfriend and girlfriend. Each family is going to have their own rules, their own ideas about things, but each culture also has their specific identity in each of these areas. All right, so we'll have more and more things to talk about as we make more videos. But today I want to talk about a question that I know is burning in the minds of every person that knows of a foreigner that comes to a place like India. We're going to talk about bathrooms. All right, in the United States, a bathroom is any room that contains at minimum a toilet, but usually a toilet and a sink. We call that a half bath. A toilet, a sink, and a shower is a 3/4 bath. And the shower is enclosed separate from the toilet and the sink so that water is not getting everywhere, right? And a full bath has a bathtub, a shower, sink, and a toilet. And yes, we use toilet paper, not water. Imagine my shock coming to India. The first time I came, we stayed in a home that had a Western style toilet, right? That's a toilet just like we have in the US. They provided us toilet paper. So when I saw the toilets they were using in the college we visited, I was shocked because there are just holes in the ground. That's how it appeared to me, okay? Now, one thing that was unique about the bathroom when I first stayed, one of the first things I noticed is first, not every place has hot water. In India, I know all my Indian friends are thinking, who needs hot water? I need hot water for a shower. I don't like to take a cold shower unless it's a really hot day. Yes, we have a lot of hot days in India, but I do like a hot shower, even on a hot day sometimes, because I'm old and I get sore muscles and a hot shower is nice. Now, the difference between a shower in the US and in India, most of the bathrooms in India will have, if they have a shower, it just comes straight down into the bathroom and there's water all over the floor everywhere. And you use a squeegee and squeegee the floor when you're finished. Alright, that's definitely something that's unique between India and the United States. Alright. The thing that I struggled with the most was not the method of using an Indian style toilet. Probably better known to anyone in the US that would know about them. Affectionately called a squatty potty by us foreigners, right? I got the gist of you squat over the hole and you go to the bathroom. Okay, I'm gonna get a little personal, but not too personal. I won't be graphic. I did not know how to do it without splatter effects. It took me a few different tries. I tried different positions. Finally, I will admit to everyone in YouTube land, I gave up. I still use the squatty potty and I am perfectly fine with using it. But if I go in and I just have to go for number one, I go backwards. You don't have to tell all your friends. Maybe they'll see it. I don't know. But yes, I go backwards. If a guy can stand up and face that direction and go and not splash, I can squat and face that direction and go and not splash. That's my thinking. That's what works for me. Alright? Now, that part, I figured that out. The thing that took me the longest was, how in the world do I clean up when all that I have in this bathroom, and they just call it a toilet, if it's not the place where you go for a bath and there's just a toilet, it's just called a toilet. If I go into the toilet and I have to go for number two, how am I supposed to clean up without toilet paper? I had no idea what I was doing. The first time that I went to a village and I did not have toilet paper with me, I did not go. I refused. I held it in, put a cork in it, whatever you want to say. I did not go. Yes, my stomach was killing me when I left the village. But I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know how to ask. I'm in a place where I don't speak the language. The people that went with me do speak the language, but got so caught up in happily speaking the language with the other people that they didn't really translate for me. And I still felt a little awkward asking them, how do I use that bathroom? Now look, I was in the army, and so squatting is fine, right? I don't have a problem with that. I don't care about the condition of the toilet. I don't care if it flushes or doesn't flush. I can dump water down it like everyone else to rinse everything down, no problem. But I did not know how to clean myself up without toilet paper. And I was too embarrassed to ask. Finally, one day I asked somebody, because they'll supply a bucket of water and a cup. And I'm thinking, what in the world do I do with this? What do I do with a cup and a bucket of water? How am I supposed to get clean with this? And so my friend, who I finally broke down and asked, and I'm not revealing the name or anything else about this person, they said, you use the cup of water and you use your hand and you clean yourself. If you're in the US, you know that we don't touch that. We don't do it. It's just not something that we do. Whatever we're doing in the bathroom is usually pretty private, and we grow up being taught you don't touch that. Right? If you wrap toilet paper all the way around your hand, it's okay as long as you don't get that on your hands. If you're changing a baby diaper and you get some on your hands, no big deal. It's a baby. Everything about a baby's cute, right? But you don't want to touch your own. That's just not right, right? So, but that's what we do. You have to use a cup of water. You have to use the bucket that has the water in it, and you pour and you use your hand and you clean off. And yeah, so that's kind of, it took me a long time to finally get that answer. There were a couple of times I went to the village. Even somebody asked me from the village. A lot of people there call me Mom. They're my family. And one of them said, Mom, do you use the bathroom when you come to the village? Well, yes, I have to use the bathroom when I come to the village. I have to use the toilet. I'm there for more than a week at a time. I can't not go ever. And he said, how do you feel about that? And I was like, honestly, the first 2 times I came, I only peed in the toilet. Number 1, that's it, nothing else. I would wait until I could go somewhere else. But then after that, when I finally broke down and asked my friend, the next time I went to the village, I was okay. Yes, I was a soldier in the army. Yes, I can soldier on and get through just about anything I need to get through. And that was one of my biggest challenges coming to India. So that's our discussion for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, share the video with your friends, laugh at me. I don't care. Just come back again and watch me. All right. Have a good day.